4th of July, Monday, 13 weeks, day 27. I did survive yesterday. I'll call it a survival. Close to 11 miles in, 8:20ish pace, but could feel my Achilles tendon a little bit on my right leg, so the pain's moving around. So that's, like we say, is always a good thing. But I don't think I have much of my legs today. It's going to be a true blue recovery day today. So I'm gonna. We usually do an out and back on a trail, and the problem with those out and backs, right, when you're really pushing the limit, is you get out and you really shouldn't get back, and you really don't have a choice but to slog through it, and that's where you can do some additional damage and actually lose ground. And at this point, really, there is no room for mistakes at this point. Week 13, week 12, if you're going down, you better be in great shape when you're going down. If you're going down and you're only halfway there, you're done. You're really kind of done for that marathon. You're not going to hit your A goal for sure. B goal maybe. Um, One thing I feel like I've kind of hit a wall here, and thinking about it, I've run across this a few times. I haven't been injured that often, but in times that I have had to take some time off. The old rule that, hey, when you're going into your taper and there's only 10 days left, right? They say, well, you can't really gain fitness in those final 10 days. You can lose fitness, but you really can't gain it. And so I flipped that around, and the first 10 days of really good, solid workouts, I'll leave good off that, just solid workouts, you're not really getting the benefit of those yet. In other words, on that ninth day, on that eighth day, it's feeling really hard, because really, 8 days ago, you had a pretty good workout, but your body isn't getting the benefit of that yet. So no one argues that, hey, you can't gain fitness in, those final 10 days. So that has to work the same way on the other side. Those first 10 workouts, you're not really on that eighth and ninth day, you're not really getting the benefit of that first workout. But once you cross that threshold and you get into that 15th day, all of a sudden you're getting the benefit of those first 5 days, and things start coming alive a little bit. And I've thought about this before and experienced this before. So that is my hope, that I'm right there where I feel like, uh, I've had, 8, 9 days where they were good enough to really gain some fitness. Those days before that weren't even good enough to gain fitness. Really, what they were doing was taking my injured muscles and moving them in the way that I needed to move them to run and make sure they heal properly. And so that was the purpose of the 2 miles, the 3 miles, the 4 miles, just making sure, hey, these muscles, while they're healing, they're moving and healing the right way. They're not healing like with a cross. They call it cross hatching, and that's a topic for another time. But day 27, and it's starting to get interesting, starting to get hard. I am right there on the threshold of doing as much as I can, and I haven't really put 3 solid days together, and I don't think I'm ready to do that yet. But I have to get to the point where I can do a pretty good uh, quality run during the week, and I need to get my 16 miles to 20 miles. And kind of my golden rule is you can't push two things at one time. So I'm kind of hesitate. I'm kind of trying to decide whether to try to up my miles and just get them in, or you know, not kind of stay where I'm at, but try to get a quality run in. I think I have to up my miles, and I'm toying with the idea of trying to do a double or two, on easy days, on recovery days. Maybe five, uh, 2-5 easy instead of 1-5 easy. So just to continue to get that mileage up. So it's kind of interesting, kind of getting scary because we're at 13 weeks. Things need to start feeling better, and um, I really try to do better with my weight. I did maybe lose a pound or two, but on the 4th of July weekend, it's super hard. Usually, you gain 3 or 4 pounds on the 4th of July weekend, but I think I'm holding my own. So just nothing fantastic to report yet. So, but it might be just under the surface. So that's what we're hoping for. Go Wildcats.